What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning into my channel, Jace's Own World. I'm gonna have a little video here of an unboxing on my brand new alternator that just came in the mail today. So let's go ahead and get this unboxed, and I will show you what this new alternator looks like and what the specs are and stuff like that. I've not opened this box yet, and so this is gonna be the first time for both you and I. So let's get right to this unboxing. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get this box open here. Like I said, this is my first time unboxing this right here. As you can see, I'm opening it up. The alternator that I ordered from is from a company called Power Bastards. I don't know if any of you have heard about that company before. It's one of the few companies that actually makes an upgraded alternator for the MK7 GTI. Now, there's obviously a lot more companies that make it for older generation GTIs, but for this generation GTI, there's not as many. The reason why I went with Power Bastards is because it's a direct plug and play from your factory wire harness that plugs into your factory alternator plug. This is a direct plug and play for that. So that's the reason why I went with Power Bastards. Let's continue with the unboxing here. As you can see, I had some padding up here on the top, which is really nice. Got some little pieces of foam right here. That's pretty nice to have just for the security of the alternator itself. Here we have the alternator coming out. Has a bunch of foam around the alternator itself inside the box so that it does not get damaged during transit. Let's check out this alternator now. I'm going to pull that out. As you can see here, that's a 250 amp alternator, and they're all bench tested before they send them out. Let's put that to the side here. See what else is in the box. Got a little piece of paper with your receipt here and all that stuff. Everything is good. Shipped through UPS, and it shipped here probably less than a week. I mean, I bought it, it was probably 5 days, including the weekend. So it shipped from California, and honestly, probably a 3 to 4 day downturn, or 3 to 4 day business day in that. As far as everything else, that's all there is inside the box. So just a bunch of padding and stuff. Let me go ahead and put all of this back in there. So it looks like the alternator was packaged pretty well. Put that to the side. All right, let's check out this alternator. I don't really know what I'm looking at, to be honest. It just looks like a brand new alternator. I don't know anything regarding how they're built or anything, but the pulley looks like it's in great condition. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rib right there. Yeah, it looks like it is the same exact one with the 2 mounting holes on the top, or right here it would be located. It would be configured like this. So we got the 2 mounting holes on the top, 2 here, and we got the plug here. And then we got this. Only thing I wish that I see right now is I wish this post right here was copper. It does not look like it's copper. It just looks like a regular bolt in there, but let's put that back on. Yeah, everything looks pretty legit on here. How's it gonna be? It's gonna orientate, oh, it's gonna orientate itself like this. Sorry guys, so these are the top 2. These are the bottom 2 bolts. Pretty self-explanatory on how to remove and install an alternator on there. These are the only 4 bolts that you have to do. And then you obviously got to take off the belt from the pulley here. And this is going to be the power wire connector, and this is going to be the plug right here from the factory wire harness. So there you have it, guys. It's a 250 amp alternator from Power Bastards. I'm hoping that this alternator does me well. The factory alternator that's in the MK7 GTI is 140 amps. So this one is 110 amps more than the factory alternator, which is a really good thing for the sound system that I have in my car, plus the boost and the AFR gauge and the radar detector, the water meth injection kit, as well as the BMP tuning LED headlights that I have going on in the car. So all of this stuff is drawing more amperage from my car's system and from my stock alternator, which is why it's only putting out 12 volts at the moment. So it's basically on its way out, and my sound system is putting out like close to 4,000 watts or something like that. RMS, not just max watts, is putting out close to 4,000 RMS watts. So it's drawing a lot more amperage from the factory alternator. Now, this one being 110 amps more than the factory alternator is going to provide a lot more amperage going to the battery. Plus, I'm going to be installing the Big 3 wiring kit in my car once I install this. So I should be perfectly fine with a fully functioning alternator for a very long time, probably for the life of the car, as long as this doesn't break down. What I think I'm going to do with my factory alternator is take it to a shop here in town. I believe they're called Tucson Alternators, and they rebuild alternators. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my factory alternator and send it to them eventually and have them rebuild it for me, so that they can provide upgraded internals with the factory alternator. I think they can even provide the factory alternator to put out more amps. Instead of the 140, they can maybe make it 150, 60, 80, 200, something like that. And that way I'll have a backup just in case this one fails right here, because I don't really know how this one is going to actually run in my car yet. There's plenty of videos on YouTube with power bastard alternators that some people said they had an excellent time with 1 year, 2 year, 3 years down the road, and it's still working perfectly fine. But then there's others that have said that it didn't really provide the amperage that it was tested for, or it only lasted for a year or two. So I was a little skeptical about that with power bastards, but like I said, I don't know enough about the company to make an informed decision on them. What I did know is that they provided a alternator that was upgraded from the factory, that put out the volts that I needed for the things that I'm running in my car. But the most important thing was I didn't have to add any extra wiring or anything like that. It's a plug and play directly into this right here, which will fit the factory wire harness. And so it should just be a direct bolt-on plug and play, whereas the other ones were not a direct bolt-on plug and play. Now, the other companies that were selling alternators, they had better reviews, but I didn't want that Christmas tree light up on my dash at all times, because the alternator was putting out more voltage than what the factory provides. Now, the factory voltage is 14.5 volts, whereas the other companies selling the upgraded alternators were 14.8 volts, and just that 0.3 and extra volts will definitely ruin everything. So you have to put in extra wires and stuff. I didn't feel safe about doing that job, so I decided to take a chance with Power Bastards. The nice thing about Power Bastards also is they have a 30-day return policy, but on top of that, they have a 1-year warranty on it. So if anything fails on the alternator within 1 year, they will replace it for free. If you decide that you do not need it or it doesn't work immediately, within 30 days, you can return it for free and get your money back. So that's a great thing to have, whereas the other companies, they didn't provide any warranty that I know of. So once you buy it, even though it might have been a little cheaper than this one, you're kind of stuck with it. So that's that. That is my unboxing review, and I will leave this video at that. Thanks again for watching this channel, and for all of you who are new to the channel. Until the next video, peace.